How are you guys?
Hey, doing very well. This is James Pelton. Actually, we just went live as you got here just in the nick of time. It was perfect timing. But we are here with Kris and AS Media. We're going to be talking about Meta Invoker is the project today. So if you want to visit the website to follow along, thank you for joining me here on this Friday morning or afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. First thing we need from you, there was really only two things we need from you. First, need you to hit the like button. Second, need you to listen carefully. And if you have comments or questions or anything like that, go ahead and ask in the comments and we'll get those answered the best that we can. So, Kris, obviously, I know you. I've not met as. Can you guys start with quick introductions and then we'll jump into things?
My name is Kris McCauley. I run a few online businesses. I talk about it here on YouTube. Love a lot of different things, always creating new businesses, and that's pretty much it.
Uh, I am Ayaz. I'm a founder of the Meta Invoker, and I've been a web developer for 7 years and SMM marketing for 2 years.
Okay, very, very cool. And then Az, maybe we'll talk with you first. Do you want to talk about what is Meta Invoker and kind of how you came up with this idea, and and Kris's involvement in coming up with the idea?
Yeah, sure. So, as a crypto user, I have to check Twitter for updates, join discussions in Discord, and watch video content on YouTube. So I thought, why not do all these things in one app? So that's why I'm creating the Meta Invoker, one app for staying updated about the latest crypto content in one place. It will be the first multi-chain integrated social media platform, and you can create a private community, or if you have a community based on a token or NFT, you can bring them just using your smart contract address. That's all you have to do, and you can stay updated to about all the crypto content in one place.
Okay, sounds very interesting. And then Kris, what's kind of been your involvement with the project? Like, how did you get involved, and kind of what's your role going forward? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So I've been working with AS for the last, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years. He's pretty much like created, like, if I have an idea, he gets it out of my head and he he makes it happen. So it was about 4 months ago. I was like, I want to create an NFT marketing agency. I did the market research. It seemed like a good idea. And I was like, I've got a few connections in my local area, nothing crazy. And I'm like, I'm going to see if I can help get these people to blockchain. It's like an eight plus figure industry. And so I ended up doing that. Just barely got it launched. Like, it was just word of mouth. And then AS comes to me with this, and I'm like, because one of the facets of this is helping people get to blockchain for a fraction of the cost, right? So, like, if you want to create an NFT, and let me preface this too, NFT is just a placeholder. Everyone thinks that NFT is this, it's like tied to the NFT market, it's tied to crypto. It's just a smart contract that has rules specified in it, right? So with this particular agency, I was like, helping people find creative ways to, infuse capital into their business. And then he comes to me with this idea, and I'm like, man, this kind of eliminates the NFT marketing agency industry. I'm not going to say eliminate. I think that's a strong word, but it will change it up completely. So I'm like, well, I could either continue going down this road, or I could maybe like partner up and go that route. And you don't want to start a business when you already know that some of the stuff you're doing is outdated. So then I was brought on as a 10% owner. And then after thinking about it, I've never really launched a business around my YouTube audience, but I realized as a 10% owner, I would be required for 100% of the answers. And I just mentally can't sit in every meeting. I just can't do it. I'm launching a new company next week, kind of crypto related. I'm guinea pigging myself first, if that's a word. But if it goes well, I will be launching a project on Meta Invoker. So just like A has said, it's a social media going to combine everything in one place. Whereas if you want to launch an NFT or smart contract, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars to do. And with Meta Invoker, it's now free in the beta phase, and just, I mean, like $100 if you want to do it on your own. So a creator can be like, look, I want to do this with my audience. And now you can do that with Meta Invoker. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, is because it's helping people get to blockchain. And those are the types of crypto projects that I like, are the ones that help speed up mass adoption.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's what I mean. That's one of the goals of my channel, is to help non-crypto people get into crypto. So how does this compare with somebody asked, how would you compete with Discord? How does this compare? Is this supposed to be like a Discord, or is it supposed to be more like YouTube or Facebook, or kind of what is the experience going to be like?
As I'll let you take that over, and then I want to say something after that.
So we are not competing against them. We are competing in some sense, but not 100% competition, because the Discord community and the Discord uh, app is focused on gamers. It's not built for crypto users. They don't. They I mean, you can integrate your blockchain, you can integrate your smart contracts with the Discord. So if you're doing it with the Meta Invoker, if you're building a community on Meta Invoker, you can integrate your blockchain. Your crypto and your tokens. You can use that on Meta Invoker. For example, if you want to build a community and you want to issue a custom token for that, if your users are loyal, you want to reward them, you can do that on Meta Invoker. You can't do that on Discord.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Go ahead, Kris.
And what I was going to say too is that, I mean, there's, like I said, there's three main problems Meta Invoker's solving. Yes, there's the social media aspect where, you know, and Ayaz knows more about this, but it's improving upon some of the features of Discord. Like, there's certain membership tiers. That's not my expertise, and I would love to hear Ayaz talk about that. He's told me about this before. But also, you can, you know, the smart contract feature where you can, you know, create your own community. But then also, it will be the first, I guess, social media where there are smart contracts enabling people to verify who you are. Like, personally, you know, maybe if you're not active on social media as publishing content, if you don't know this, but there are always fake accounts, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I had an Instagram for 7 years, and just last month it got taken down because there are all these fake accounts popping up of me. All you need is a fake picture and a name, and that's it. They don't verify who you are. Even these big, massive billions of dollars of company, they don't have this infrastructure yet. So yeah, there's an element to it where it's similar to Discord, but there's so many other features along with improving upon what Discord's doing. Yeah, as if you can, I don't know if you want to get into the features of.
And even if I mean, if you compare it to Discord is still doing the one thing. We are doing the three in one thing. I mean, you can use it as a Facebook, you can use it as a Twitter or YouTube, and you can use it as a Discord community.
Okay, no, and that makes sense because, yeah, like you said, Discord was kind of designed for gamers, and then now there's all these extra tools that kind of try to hack it to make it work, where, you know, you're connecting your wallet and things like that.
I was working with a few communities. So the bots we added to those communities, they were charging us from $20 to $100 just to integrate our NFTs with those communities. I mean, in Meta Invoker, there will be no charges for that.
Okay, no, that makes sense. So, are there any pictures or anything of like what the experience looks like? Like, is it going to be kind of a Facebook-looking experience, or? What can people kind of expect on a user
Yeah,
side?
yeah, it will be Facebook, Facebook mix with the Twitter kind of vibe.
And when will that be up? Like, when will we be able to see
Uh,
the?
the beta version will be available in 3 months.
Okay,
Okay.
in 3 months. Okay, and then
Yeah.
what's kind of the end goal? Like, what if you look forward a couple years and everything's building and people are adopting it the way that you think they will? What's kind of the end goal of what you want to become in the end? That
So our end goal, uh, I mean, to our main goal is to get as much as crypto users as we can, and we want to support all the chains out there.
You mean like
That's
crypto
our,
change? Crypto
yeah, yeah,
change?
the crypto chains and coins. We want to support all of them. I mean, blockchain is taking over. It's growing fast, and we want to provide that decentralized platform where you can speak your mind.
And
okay?
what about?
Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead.
ask a question, James? I was going
Yeah,
to
no,
ask
this
you.
is this is
Yeah,
great. I'll just hop
my
out.
bad.
And this is my first time live AMA,
You're
so
crushing it, man.
You're doing great, man.
What I was going to ask is, so James, is like just how Facebook was targeting like colleges at the time when it was launching. Meta Invoker is specifically going after crypto users. So like it's specifically going after crypto users. But my question is with those crypto users, do you plan on branching outside of that, right? Like, do you plan on that James question made me think of that. So it's like right now we're targeting
yeah, yeah,
communities and whatnot, but what about bigger
exactly,
than that?
exactly. So the current adoption for crypto uh, is like 113% per year. So by 2025 it will be 1 billion. So we need to educate more people to join the web3 space, to move from the boring Facebook and Twitter to join the web3 experience. That's our main goal.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I think we understand. So for me, I understand how Facebook and Twitter work. Can you explain some of the features of how crypto fits into that and kind of what you're doing that's different than like what Facebook or Twitter's doing?
Okay, so they are not crypto friendly, they are not decentralized. uh, Data is shared with the governments and uh, with other companies. Fake accounts, you can make crypto payments, and users are not getting paid for their content. So what we are doing is we are paying users for their content, the time spent on the our platform. It will be crypto friendly, and you can make crypto payments, and the accounts will be verified through smart contracts using the NFTs and tokens. And the data will be there will be two types of data. One type of data will be on available on blockchain, and the other type will be hosted on our AWS, and you can remove that data anytime.
Okay, and we got some good questions from the audience. So let's bring some of those up and see what we talk about. Um, can you talk about the size of your team? Because I think people, Discord and YouTube and Twitter, they have huge teams, and if you're trying to kind of build the same type of thing, are you worried about having the manpower to be able to do that?
No, because most of the features we will be adding, they're already built and open source. We have already done our research. For example, if we are adding smart contracts, for that we can use the third web. Third web is open source, and they allow others to use their SDK and everything to integrate in your platform. So yeah, every option we are offering, it's already available.
Well, and can I add one thing to that too? Is I and I don't know, I'm sure AS will you'll do this here in the next maybe week or two, but like list on the site what you know like what positions you're going to be hiring, right? Like software developer, 100K. I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out there, right? So like because I mean, even though it's open source, I'm
Mhm.
assuming you're still going to have to there's like going to be a hiring process, right? So I'm curious to know too, like how many people would you be bringing on?
So there are about 7 to 8 people in one software house. They are currently working with Microsoft as a golden handshake, and their contract is ending in next month. We will be hiring those guys. We will, because they are my friends, and they live in the same city as my in Islamabad.
Okay. Then I was looking through some of the docs here, and I think some of these features I think help me kind of understand a little bit what you're doing. So you can import a community. So it looks like you can kind of import a contract, and it'll automatically put in the people who own that NFT. Is that how it's going to work?
Yes. So all you have to do is uh, copy your contract address, and we will have a visual uh, system for that. You can just copy paste the address, and it will fetch the data from blockchain.
Okay. Very, very
Yeah,
cool.
and
Uh,
you can offer your community roles based on their NFT perks as well.
Okay. So it's kind
Or
of some of the stuff that, like you said, we've hacked Discord to try and do some of these same types of things, but you're just kind of building it natively
yeah,
to help with that.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a blockchain first social media.
Okay. So it could do airdrops, become friends, content creators. Maybe Kris, maybe I can ask you. So you talked about wanting to maybe launch something on Meta Invoker. Can you kind of talk about for you as a content creator and potentially a project creator, like how you're going to use Meta Invoker and kind of what your experience you think will be?
Yeah, so it's I feel like being on YouTube, it's going to be a little different than maybe if it was like a business in my town, right? Whereas before I could go to a business in my town like a winery, for example, and be like, "Hey, look, here's this project called Meta Invoker. It's going to help you create a smart contract and you have a place for your community to go." Whereas for me, I could go two different routes, which I know I'm going to try and do one which basically it's like I could say to my community, like, look, and I've not like actually mapped this part out yet, but I could be like, look, join me over here and basically create an ecosystem, airdrops, and all this other stuff. I've not actually mapped that out yet. But the second thing I want to do is over the last, I've been selling on Amazon the last half a decade. I've been launching my own brand over the last 9 months. It's a very lengthy process. It's a lot. It's a lot of capital. It's the highest risk, highest reward way of selling on Amazon. It's about a 70% success rate, 75% success rate. But once you get up to the couple hundred grand, the success rate increases to about 90 to 95%, with the 5% being a loss, right? Like basically, or not a break even, like it's a 5% break even. And so what I want to do is I want to be like, look, do you want access to a brand? I'm the guinea pig, so I'm trying everything out on my own. Here's this NFT. Use Meta Invoker to launch it, as opposed to just paying the thousands of dollars, and that I would have to like pick apart people across the internet, Upwork, who knows where, and then launch that with Meta Invoker. And it's non-blockchain related, so the crypto market could be, and we could go through a depression, but people are always going to be buying on Amazon. And so that's what I want to do. And I think that's what's really going to get Meta Invoker involved. It's not like that's what I was telling A is I get it. It's a social media thing, right? But that's not why I at one point decided to be a 10% owner. That's cool. And that's what's going to keep people there. But what's really going to get this thing going is going to other YouTubers and be like, look, or other people in the crypto space, Twitter, whatever, be like, look, do you have like something that you're passionate about or that you think could be solved? Well, here you can do all of this for basically free, and it gets all taken care of for you, and you can just transfer your community over. And then once people get in there, they're like, oh, wait, okay, there's no fake accounts, and everything is streamlined. That's what's going to be keeping people there. So that's how I see kind of like the macro funnel moving. And that's how I plan on using it. So obviously there is a vested interest in this for me. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
And last night, uh, you were hosting MDB guys. They were talking about NFT thing. So
Yes.
I mean, they can do the NFT project, and when it's time to airdrop their rewards to their users, they can do that on Meta Invoker.
Okay, gotcha. And you can use Meta Invoker to launch your NFT, right? Like you're
Yep.
using kind of the third web. So if anybody's not done third web, you can launch an NFT project in like 10 minutes. I mean, it's super easy. So you're
Yep.
kind of integrating this into Meta Invoker where it can just kind of be an all-in-one, create your
Yeah.
NFT, create your community, do your airdrops, and all in the same
Yeah.
place.
Our ultimate goal will be to create our own software for this, but for now we will use them
Yeah, I
just to
mean,
kick
no
start
no
a thing.
point no point in reinventing the wheel, right? Like
Yep.
if they've already got
Exactly.
it. Okay, so a couple questions just about user experience. So,
Mhm.
do you see? Well, I'll ask Kris first. Are you going to be like putting videos out on Meta Invoker? Are you going to be doing the YouTube and Meta Invoker, or how are you going to kind of be? What are you going to be using Meta Invoker for, like on a daily basis?
I mean, if there's video there, yeah, I mean, is there going to be video option there? I mean, yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I don't know. Is there going to be
We will
that?
be starting with the streaming, but later down the road we will be adding videos, because we will be adding uh, similar to YouTube partner program. We will be adding that, but in start, since we are low on budget, we will just be doing streaming.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, that makes sense. And maybe even working with like StreamYard, which I use, and just
Mm-hmm.
adding Meta Invoker as one of the places you can stream to.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool. So do you see people then like Discord or crypto people? So we spend a lot of the day just kind of scrolling Twitter and scrolling Discord and just kind of seeing announcements and things like that. Do you kind of envision Meta Invoker being where people they spend their day just scrolling Meta Invoker, kind of similar to how we do Twitter now?
Yep. The feed will be similar to that. I mean, we are going for the TikTok algorithm. I mean, anyone can go viral anytime.
Okay. I see. I mean, I definitely see that could be a powerful thing. Right now I have 50 Discord servers to check, and then I got to check my Twitter. And if there was all just like this place where it combined all that and it was just all
Yep,
my crypto
exactly.
stuff, that would be
You
pretty
you
cool.
you get it. Yep.
Yes. Okay. So what's the plan for? Because somebody mentioned this, I can't remember where, but I think it's hard to move people somewhere new. So kind of
I
what's
said
the
the same
marketing
thing.
plan? What's kind of the
Yeah.
marketing plan for getting people off their daily habits and getting on to something new?
Uh, Chris gave me the idea for hiring the YouTubers. Chris, you want to told that one?
Yeah. So like that was my like I did not come on this project like willy-nilly. Like, I mean, James, I'm sure that that you get asked all the time, like, hey, like, do you want to be an advisor with this or whatever? And so for me, that was my biggest thing. I'm like, how does this happen? Because for me, I'm lazy. I don't want like I'm very minimalist with everything I do. And I don't have the mental capacity for something else. But what if you were paying not only offering something for free, but you went to these YouTubers and you're like, hey, we'll pay you for like 3 months or whatever, a salary to basically like create a community on here. So once again, go for the head of the snake. You go for the people that are already, that are already have communities. Give them a reason to make something. Obviously, they're going to have like something that they can bring over. But yeah, I mean, that's the point. I know for me, a couple grand a month, like I would definitely think it's worth my time to set up an infrastructure on Meta Invoker or something like that.
Yeah.
So I've just never been offered that before. Like no one's ever done that. And then from there, if people, some people will fall over, not everyone, but then it's just, continually go from there. That's how I see it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So when Kris told me this idea, so we are going to offer the YouTubers and the community leaders on Discord an affiliate program for that, and anyone else, the regular guys can benefit from this as well. They can share our platform, and any user they bring to our platform, they will get paid for it.
Okay. Well, I like affiliate programs. So although I'm a big fan of those. Also, Ian, someone from my audience, he says Kris is not lazy. He's just smart with his time. Don't let him say that about himself. So don't call
Negative
yourself
self-talk. Yeah, I
lazy.
gotta watch that. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate
Yes,
it, man.
he's looking out for you. Have you? I'm just brainstorming. Which maybe this isn't the right place to
No,
brainstorm.
I like this goes for you, anyone. Constructive criticism. Like I'm
Yeah.
very critical. AS knows it. Like I do not hold back at all. So please go
Yeah,
for it.
have you guys given any thought to like, because I think what people are not going to want to do at first is, okay,
Uh-huh.
now I need to check Twitter, Discord, and Meta Invoker. And is there a way to like bring in Discord and Twitter so that it could be like just while people are making the transition? I'm just thinking out loud about what I wouldn't want to do, like, okay, now I've got something else. I've got a Meta Invoker I've got to go check now. Have you guys
Yeah.
thought about getting
Yeah. So
Discord announcements in there or something?
uh, so in the start we will be integrating you can integrate your Twitter, uh, Facebook accounts with the Meta Invoker. You can check your feed there, and there is one more thing we want to do. uh, it's not 100% right now, but we want to do, uh, if someone posted any content on Facebook or Twitter, you can comment on Meta Invoker, and they will be seen everywhere. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, because for any content, if it's on YouTube or Twitter, the comments are everything.
Right.
They tell you how much engagement they are getting.
Okay. No, cool. I think that's a smart way to do it. Are there plans to have a mobile app?
Yes, we have plans for that, but after the main beta is released, after that, and first we will do the Android, and then we will be doing the iOS.
Okay. And have you given thoughts to if Facebook or Twitter or somebody, if you keep growing and Facebook or Twitter approaches you and they're like, "Hey, we want to buy you," how would you react to something like that? That's probably a ways down the road, but
I guess we will let you know, guys, then when they make the offer.
I like you. I'm glad you admit it.
Because for them, they have to reinvent the whole infrastructure to just add the blockchain to their apps and platforms. So if they buy the Meta Invoker, they can have just have a separate thing, and they can benefit from that. Kind of like they bought the WhatsApp. I mean, they could have created their own app, but instead they bought WhatsApp.
Yeah, and then they kind of just let it keep doing its thing. So it's just
Yeah,
under. So it makes sense.
I think
Um,
go ahead.
no, I was just going to ask. Next question from Arvin is: how does data privacy look? How decentralized are you? What if government asks you for chat history?
I'll let AS take that away. Heather.
So as I said before, there will be two kind of data. One will be submitted to blockchain if you want to do that, and one will be hosted on our servers. And you will have the option to remove any chat and any data within as soon as you log out. You can do that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what's the meaning behind the name Meta Invoker? It's definitely more syllables to say than any of the other big platforms.
So Meta is for the metaverse, and Invoker is from Dota 2. If you know about it, it's a game. I've been playing it for like 10 years, so I kind of pick it from there. And plus, Invoker means creating something new, and that's what we are doing. So
There
invoking,
you go. There you
yeah.
go. All right, very cool. So okay, if people want to get involved, let's talk about first as a user. When well, let's talk about as a normal user, not a project creator, but just someone who wants to be a viewer. When will that be available, and what are they going to need to do to get started on that side of things?
As soon as the beta launches,
Okay, and you said that'll be about 2 months, you think? Ish,
3 to 4 months. Yeah,
3 to 4 months.
3 months is our target.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
And targets are there to be missed, right? So that's why we're doing the 3 to 4 months.
yeah.
I used to be a developer myself. I know how
I know,
targets go.
I know. Uh, you know everything about the tech, so I was kind of nervous about this AMA.
Oh no, no, no! But I don't ask about any of that stuff because I think that my audience would
I
find it
mean,
boring.
you never know if the guy asks you to center a div. You know.
Yeah, that's right. No, no, I not this time. That'll be the next AMA. So just watch out for that. So okay, so that's how a user you just gotta wait for the beta. What if you want to get involved as an investor? Do you want to talk about ways that people can make money from your hard work?
I mean, if they want to build a community on Meta Invoker, they can do that, and they can use their own tokens on Meta Invoker. But if someone wants to invest directly in the Meta Invoker, for now is just the 10,000 NFTs. We don't want to give away the equity.
Gotcha. So you're giving away, you're selling, not giving away. But you have these
Uh,
NFTs.
yeah.
Do you want to talk about the NFT sale and how much they are, potential return, and how people can go about buying that?
As soon as this AMA ends, the minting will be available, and you can for the next 1 week you can buy them for 300, and after that it will be 350. And for the returns, as soon as we acquired 0.5% of the total crypto users, that's 1.5 million users, each NFT user will make around $165 or around $850 per year.
Okay, and
And
can you?
can you talk the revenue streams on that? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
elaborate on that.
yeah,
I was
I
just
mean,
like waiting. I'm like, come on, Is like like let's talk about the
that was
revenue
gonna be my
streams.
next question, Chris. You're so good at your job.
So currently, uh, this data is based on two revenue streams. One is the transaction fees happening on the Meta Invoker, and the other one is a subscription uh, based stuff. It's kind of similar to Discord, the Nitro Boost. It will be similar to that. I mean, you can show off your NFTs in a cool way, or things like that.
Are you gonna be doing advertising also?
Yeah. So since that's in the future, we didn't include that. Plus, if we do include that, I mean, if we just get 10 companies in our on our platform, those are big numbers. And Chris told me if we add those numbers people will be thinking that we are just crazy. We are making this stuff up.
I wanted to be super realistic with the numbers going up, and I was like, he was throwing in other. I'm like, nope, I don't even want to see that. Like, if that like under promise, wait, how's it go? Under promise, over deliver. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you
And
go.
so I'm
Yeah,
like, don't even
exactly.
like that's like that'll be amazing, and that'll definitely happen. But just I don't even want to try and predict that. And I know 1.5 million users sounds wild, but there are quite a few Discord communities that like finance related that are over 500,000. So it's not that it's really not that crazy when you're talking about getting content creators and them bringing over something for their audience, whether it's monetary or an experience or whatever.
Yeah,
Just one Discord crypto community has like 600K users.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
if
if there's,
we
can I ask, well, a couple questions. First off, have you talked to other projects or content creators? And are there any others that are like, yeah, we're for sure use you when you're ready?
uh, for now we will be just doing the YouTubers. Our
Okay,
plan is our plan is to target Discord communities. I mean, the owners of the Discord communities. We want to offer them a bounty plus affiliate program.
gotcha. Nope, that makes sense. That's a good strategy. So I got you. What's involved with this whitelist here? Some people in the comments are asking the advantage to this, and
Yeah. So the whitelist is just uh, the early adopters. I mean, they can just come the first week and mint it for the discounted price of 300.
okay, so it'll be 300 here at the beginning, and then after a certain
Yeah,
amount of time,
it will go up to like 500.
$500. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, hey, this is really exciting. I'm trying to wrap my mind around like, is this something I should be using, or should I do something? And so I'll have to give that some thought. But I definitely think there's definitely promise here. I think the hardest part will be just getting people over to it. So definitely curious to see how this works out. So do you feel like we kind of covered everything, or does anything further that you kind of want to touch more on?
Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, I guess really like the revenue streams are coming from like when I did the market research, it was just on base tier memberships. So there's going to be memberships that are offered for like a subscription base, and all those calculations were done half of like Discord's current numbers, and just I halved it, saying that even though we're improving upon what what Discord's subscriptions we're improving on it, still only half the conversion rate. Other than that, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think that's really the only thing I didn't see touched on.
Okay, very cool. What's the marketing plan going forward after this?
Uh, for raising the funds.
Or just I guess just getting the word out. Are you just gonna go more YouTubers? Is that kind of the direction you're going for now?
Yes, more YouTubers and talking to community leaders.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I think that's a smart way to do it, because like I'm in touch with pretty much all the communities and their founders. And so, if this is something that is working really well and I'm seeing a lot of a benefit to it, then yeah, definitely, hey, Horde, you should try to move your community over to this, or or new projects starting up. I think that'll be a little bit easier.
Yeah. So with Meta Invoker, everyone will know that they are crypto users.
Yeah. Yep. That makes sense.
They don't have to, I mean, the cost of the cost of promoting a project on multiple websites or apps, that will be reduced to one.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Bean would like to know how you two met.
Yeah, it was 2018, and I was launching a business, like a side business for my Amazon community, and I hit the freelancing websites, and that's how reached out to 30 people or whatever, and Ayaz. That's how I met Ayaz. And since then, probably have talked every like at least there were some months where it's like every day, it seems like literally every day. Like I said, he's like, if I have an idea in my head, like website related or even non-website, like even like Web3 stuff, he gets it out and I'm just like, I'm just like, I brain dump it on him and he gets it. So
He
yeah,
makes it
that's how
happen.
yeah,
He's like the
exactly.
artist.
Yeah, exactly.
from,
For sure.
from good morning to good night.
Yeah.
There you go. Speaking of YouTubers, can we only move our communities to Meta Invoker if we have an NFT?
No. You can make regular communities as well.
Okay. All right. So it'll be interesting to see how this kind of works out. So I'd love to, when you guys are getting closer to it, I'd love to be a guinea pig too and just kind of try it out and set it up, see how it works, kind of help shape it maybe as it's going. So
Yep,
I
exactly.
love yeah, that'd be a lot of fun, I think.
We can benefit from your tech experience.
Maybe. I've been out of the tech world for a while. You get into YouTube and you become stupid. You forget everything else.
You're a
that
YouTuber now, man.
I'm a YouTuber now.
Convert it.
So, well, hey, this has been awesome. I love these AMAs because I looked all through your website and the docs and everything, and I was just having a hard time wrapping my mind, like, what exactly is this going to be? I think some like screenshots of like, hey, this is what users will experience will help people just wrap their mind around, hey, this is what we're trying to do.
So we had a plan to launch a MVP on this AMA, but it was not looking good. So we thought let's go with it. I mean, as a tech person and as a investor, you can wrap your head around it, what it looks like in MVPs, but the normal guys, they don't know what an
Yeah.
MVP is. I mean,
Right.
if you show someone the Justin TV, they will know what the fuck is this.
Yeah, exactly.
And that same site is now twitch.com.
Yep. That's a very good point. And people, yeah, when they see something, they're like, oh, it doesn't look polished. And it's like, well, that's not the point
Yeah.
of this MVP. Is we're just, yeah. Gotcha. No, makes perfect sense. So, well, yeah, I'm happy to help you out on your journey as much as I can. Happy to get tweets out and we can do more AMAs. And I'd love to just be on the platform.
Exactly. We will be doing that.
Okay, awesome. Great. So, well, we'll go ahead and wrap up there. Audience, appreciate you guys day after day. You show up, and I just appreciate you guys watching, listening, having good questions. You guys are awesome. Again, me and Kris, we could not do what we do without you guys. So appreciate you. And Kris and Ayaz, it was nice meeting you, and keep up the good work. Keep building.
I mean,
Kris,
I watch you every day.
do you? Oh, awesome, man! Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm a kind of a spectator guy. I just watch it. So up until now, I was thinking in my head, do these guys can see my comments if I do comments? And now I know that they can only see the comments you bring up to the main stage.
Yes, right. The other guests. I think you can. There's like a tab over on the side of your screen where you can switch over to comments, I think.
Oh, no. Okay.
So,
yeah, now
but I usually tell people not to do that because then a lot of times my guests are sitting there trying to answer all the comments, and I'm like, hey, I'll bring up the comments if they're worth bringing up. You just talk to me. So, but hey, no, this has been awesome. It's been a lot of fun catching up with you, Kris, and talking with you, AS. So yeah, reach out if there's anything.
And thank you for having us.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Everybody, hope you have a great rest of the day and have a great weekend as well. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.